Hello everyone, this is Prabha Singh and today we will talk about a very famous poem, She Walks in Beauty, that is written by George Gordon. Okay, it is George Gordon poem. In the first stance, in the first at the first time we will discuss about the George Gordon, his biography, just a little, not more. Then after his biography, we will discuss about his vast poem, and that is very important, and I'll tell you about something special which words he is using in that poem, so we will discuss. Okay, so first of all, George Gordon Byron, Lord Byron, was on 22nd January 1788. His mother, Catherine Gordon, was a Scottish heir descended from the Stuarts. His father was Captain John Byron. Who was his father? His father was Captain John Byron. In 1801, he was transferred to public school. Okay, they will ask to you that when they was transferred to Harrow Public School, so that was the son in 1801, and 1805 he went to Trinity College, Cambridge. Okay, and next is, it was severely criticized. Idleness we are talking about. It was severely criticized in the Edinburgh Review. George Gordon Byron replied with English bards and Scotch reviewers, March 1809, a brilliant and devastating satires. He traveled through Portugal and Spain, Greek and Asia Minor, returning to Britain in July 1811 with the first two cantos of Childe Harold in his portmanteau. Okay, 1811. The first two cantos of Childe Harold in 1812. Childe Harold, first cantos. We are talking about first two cantos of Childe Harold in 1812. The last two cantos were published later on 1816 to 1880. His poem Don Juan was published between 1890 to 1824. Childe Harold was followed in the years from 1830 to 1816 by the successions of the original and other tales, beginning with the May 1830 and ending with the Prisoner of Chillon, December 1816. We are talking about Childe Harold, which was beginning with the 1830. Okay. The poem She Walks. Now we are discussing about poem She Walks in Beauty. There is just a little explanation about this poem. The poem She Walks in Beauty was written in June 1814 when Byron was on the peak of glory. He was household name and he was an idol for the youth of England. This poem was inspired on seeing for the first time his beautiful cousin Anne Wilmot at the London party. Byron described the beauty of the lady as having attained perfection. Okay, now we will talk about the poem She Walks in Beauty. So here's the poem lines. She walked in beauty like the night of cloudless clime and starry skies, and all that's best of dark and bright meet in her aspect and her eyes, thus mellowed to that tender light which heaven to gaudy day denies. Okay, so here's the mean gaudy. Gaudy means, you can say, very bright, and tender light means, here's the tender light means, you can say radiance, mild radiance. In these lines, the poem was written by after Shah for the time his beautiful cousin Anne Wilmot at a London party. It is the highest glorification of poetry. Byron describes her beauty as perfect and flawless and says she walks in beauty. Her beauty is compared to the radiant night of cloudless reason when the stars are shining in her aspect, and her eyes there is best blending of dark and light. In this way, her beautiful face is well molded to the tender light. Tender light here is the mean is mild light, okay, which is denied to a fine day. It means her face shows such a light which is neither too bright or too dark. Okay, here is the poem. यहाँ पर पोइट जो है वो उसकी ब्यूटी की तारीफ कर रहा है, किसकी, एन विलमोट, बिकॉज ही सा टू हर एट अ लंडन पार्टी. ठीक, ओके. He saw to at her at London party and she was looking very beautiful in the black gown. Poem here is the describing his beauty, her beauty, that he is saying that her beauty is like a stars, like a cloud without cloudless sky which is shining with stars. Okay, यहाँ पे तारों से बोल रहा है कि यहाँ पे बिना बादल के जो साफ आसमान होता है उसमें तारे चमक रहे होते हैं, उसी तरीके से उसकी ब्यूटी को बताया उन्होंने। पोइट ने बायरन ने बताया कि उसकी जो ब्यूटी है, मेलोड हियर्स द मीन्स मी मेड सॉफ्ट, टेंडर लाइट्स मीन्स आई हैव टोल्ड यू ऑलरेडी, माइल्ड रेडियंस इट मीन्स हल्की चमक। ओके, शी वॉक्स इन ब्यूटी लाइक द क्लाउडलेस climes and starry skies. I hope you have enjoyed and I hope you have understood to these lines. Okay, now we will discuss. Thus, next line is here. Thus mellow to the tender light which heaven to gaudy denies. One shade the more, one ray the less, had half impaired the nameless grace. Nameless grace, ray the less, and half impaired the nameless grace. Gaudy means I have told you already. Gaudy means you can say beautiful. Gaudy means is the mean beautiful. Okay, in this stanza, the poet want to say that composed by poem in beauty, she walks in beauty. Here the poet describes the beauty of Miss Harton. He says about the beauty of her eyes. There is a slight radiance in her eyes. Here is poet talking about her eyes because slight radiance. It is not the dazzling brightness of the day. यहाँ पे ज़्यादा चमक वाली आंखों की बात नहीं कर रहे हैं, वो ऐसी बातें कर रहे हैं जिससे शांति मिले. There is a unique combination of dark and light in her face. It makes her face very impressive. Okay. The proportion of the combination of dark and brightness is so fine and appropriate that even the slightest change in it's not possible. If the slightest dark is added or a single ray of light is removed, the whole charm of her gracious face will be spoiled. कि मतलब यहाँ पर अगर रोशनी सुबह की रोशनी कम कर दी जाए तो उसकी ब्यूटी खराब हो जाएगी. लाइक दिस तरीके से बातें उन्होंने करी है इसके अंदर. ठीक है. Which waves in every raven trees or softly lighten over the face where thoughts serenely sweet express how dear the dwelling place here से you can say mind where thought reside. जहाँ पर mind में मतलब जहाँ पर हमारे विचार चलते हैं, so you can describe here. Shade here means shade you can say a small degree of darkness, थोड़ा सा अंधेरा होता है. ray means होता है थोड़ी सी चमक, because we know very well ray means आप समझ सकते हो कि सूरज की रेज होती है ना जो, वो वैसे. सीरेनली यानी पीसफुली, शांति से. सीरेनली यानी पीसफुली, शांतिपूर्वक. यहाँ पर पोएम कहता है कि द पोइट सेज इट इज यूजलेस टू से दैट हाउ वुड हैव बीन वन शेड द मोर और वन रे द लेस. ओके, have diminished her incredible grace. In short, her beauty is now perfect. Nothing more or less is to desire. The elegance is visible in every lock of black tresses because she has wore the black gown. So here is the poet describing her beauty. Her thoughts are pious and that gives the poet the idea how pure and dear is the dwelling place of these thoughts. Critical comments, instead of saying that beauty is perfect and matchless, the poet says that a slight more shade or less red would have spoiled her bewitching beauty. The poet here is talking about, कभी कहता है कि बेकार का कोई रंग या चमक अधिक या कम होनी चाहिए. वास्तव में उसकी सुंदरता में कोई कमी नहीं है. उसकी सुंदरता में कोई कमी नहीं. उसके चेहरे की स्पष्ट चमक है, शांत स्वभाव है, उच्च विचारों की वो उच्च विचार है. उसके विचार इतने पवित्र हैं कि कभी आश्चर्य सोचता है कि कितना प्यारा सा है इन विचारों का स्रोत. उसकी बुद्धि या मन उसके कितने पवित्र हैं. सो हियर इज यहाँ पर पोइट उसकी तारीफ ही कर रहा है. And on the cheek and over that brow so soft, so calm, yet eloquent, the smile that wean the tints that glow, but tell of days in goodness spent, a mind at peace with all below, a heart whose love is innocent. Brow means you understand, eyebrows. Eloquent means you can say expressive, full of meaning, full of meaning, यानी भावपूर्ण स्पष्ट प्रकार. Indicate the periods, tell the all below, everything on the earth, प्रत्येक चीज. इनोसेंट यू कैन से निष्कपट प्रेम विच इज वेरी इनोसेंट. टीन्स we know very well. Tints, shade or variety of clad. Tints, here is a tints means you can say shade or variety of a color. Days in goodness spent. So यहाँ पर पॉइंट कहता है कि हर चीक्स आर सॉफ्ट टेंडर एंड ब्यूटीफुल, शी हैज स्माइलिंग फेस, हर ग्लिटरिंग फेस एंड स्वीट स्माइल fascinates the eyes of every man. People are attracted towards her because her features reveals the virtue of her noble heart and good quality of her characters. बिकॉज यहाँ पर उसके वर्च्यूज़ की तारीफ कर रहे हैं वो पोइम मोर एक्सप्रेसिव देन द फिजिकल ब्यूटी, बिकॉज यहाँ से वो कह रहे हैं कि उसके जो गुण हैं वो उसकी खूबसूरती से ज़्यादा अच्छे हैं. शी इज़ ए नोबल, शी इज़ ए काम नोबल एंड वर्च्यूस लेडी, मतलब वो बहुत शांत है, बहुत ही प्यारी सी. हर फीचर्स प्रोक्लेम दैट शी हैज़ पास्ड हर लाइफ इन डूइंग नोबल डीड्स, मतलब कि वो ऐसे कह रहे हैं कि उसने ऐसा लगता है कि अपने ज़िंदगी में सारे अच्छे काम ही किए. शी हैज़ लव एंड सिंपथी फॉर ऑल द वर्ल्डली थिंग, उसके मतलब उसकी हर चीज़, उसकी जो दया है, मतलब उसका दूसरों की तरफ जो अच्छा व्यवहार है वो उसके लिए उसको पूरी दुनिया में सबसे अच्छा बनाता है. ओके, यहाँ पे आपको ये बात समझ में आ गई. द वर्च्यू ऑफ द नोबल हार्ट एंड गुड क्वालिटीज़, यहाँ पर उसके वर्च्यूज़ की तारीफ कर रहे हैं वो पॉइंट हैं जो वो उसके वर्च्यूज़ की तारीफ कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे. डीप सिंपथी फॉर एनिमेट एंड इन एनिमेट थिंग्स विच आर प्योर एंड हार्मलेस, शी हैज़ अ पीसफुल माइंड एंड लविंग हार्ट, द प्योरिटी ऑफ हार्ट एंड नोबिलिटी ऑफ हर कैरेक्टर आर ऑल रिफ्लेक्टेड इन द स्वीटनेस ऑफ हर फेस, यानी कि उसके जो अच्छे गुण हैं, उसका जो इनोसेंट सा फेस है और वो दूसरों के लिए अच्छी गुणी है, वो खूबसूरत भी है, तो मतलब वो उसकी तारीफ ही कर रहे हैं कि वो उसकी खूबसूरती में और चांद चांद लगाती है क्योंकि उसका नेचर भी अच्छा है, ऊपर से वो खूबसूरत भी बहुत है. हर स्माइल शोज दैट शी लव्स प्योर थिंग्स एंड एक्सपीरियंसेस, मतलब कि उसकी स्माइल जो ऐसी है वो बताती है कि वो बहुत ही पवित्र चीज़ों को पसंद करती है और उन्हें एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं. हर फेस इज़ एन इंडेक्स ऑफ हर माइंड, कि मतलब उसके जो एक्सप्रेशन है, उसके चेहरे के जो एक्सप्रेशन है वो उसके दिल अपने उसके मन की पवित्रता को बयां करते हैं. शी हैज़ गुड फ्रेंडली एंड पीसफुल रिलेशन विद ऑल अराउंड हर, कि मतलब उसके जितने भी इसमें ये बताना चाह रहा है माइंड पीस विद ऑल बिलो हर हुज लव्स इज इनोसेंट. यहाँ पर पोइट ये कहना चाहता है कि उसके आसपास भी जो लोग रहते हैं कि मतलब वो भी उसके साथ अच्छा महसूस करते हैं. और यहाँ पे पॉइंट ये कहना चाहते हैं लास्ट में कि ऐसा लगता है कि उसकी कभी किसी से लड़ाई नहीं होती या किसी से झगड़ा नहीं होता. थैंक यू सो मच. इन द लास्ट स्टैंजा द पोइट डिस्क्राइबिंग हिज वर्च्यूज her virtues and her beauty. He wants to say that her beauty is perfect and her virtues is also perfect, because both the combination, her virtue and beauty are expressing both are expressing her beautiful smiles. Because poet want to say that her beauty is her smile is telling everything, her mind, which kinds of mind she has, so everything he wants to tell about. Thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed. I have told you already this point. This poem is very beautiful. I have given the description of also about this poem. And George Gordon Byron. I have told you George Gordon Byron just a little biography, not more, because he has written many kinds of words, and we will discuss about in the next video. I hope you have enjoyed. Thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.